go. Hey everybody, this is Jeffrey Jansen. We're going to try this one more time to where I had to get the right cameras on the right areas here. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day today. Today is August 22nd, 2019. It is a Thursday, and I hope everybody knows that you matter, you're important, and I'm sure a lot of people are like, man, he just tells everybody that all the time. All right, there's a reason. Now, there's a couple things I want to go over. We just finished up. We're getting ready for the September 8th lug nuts and also the September 21st benefit. If you want to know what that is, I'm still looking for people to run, bike, swim, walk, jog with me in the benefit that we're raising money for Ryan, which is Jesus and Melissa Delgado's son, Andy Daggett's son, who has autism, and they found tumors on his stomach and they found tumors on his liver, and he had the surgery on his frontal lobe. So that's the first thing. Now, on the 8th, what we're going to do, let me explain this real quick. We are going to be doing kind of like an obstacle thing. It's the first time anybody's ever tried this, but I'm going to have a couple of vehicles following us. There's going to be a live feed on us the entire race, and I'm trying to get other people to get their cameras out there and have it live. So at all times, we are live on cameras across the United States to help raise money for this. And if this works, then we can do it for other events, other organizations. But the only requirement is 100% of the money goes to the cause at hand. Nobody can take any money. Nobody can write anything off. It has to be 100% goes back to Ryan because we need to get his medical bills paid. And his dad is a Marine who lost his leg over in Iraq. So that's kind of what we do. That's what we're doing. Now, after the run is going to go all the way up, and I'm actually going into the area right now over at the vet's home. We are coming into, when we run, and we get done with the bike and the run and everything, and I'll explain where we're getting it put together. Don't worry, because we're also going to have soapbox derbies in this thing that we have to push. Like I said, we're going to make an obstacle course out, and the harder it is, I'm hoping the more people give. So, the hardest thing, though, is when we get over here to the Illinois Veterans Home. Okay, now we're over at the Illinois Veterans Home. There's going to be a dunk tank. I've got to find the dunk tank still, but it's going to be a dunk tank. Otherwise, I'm going to go sit in the middle of the freaking lake, and you can't drink anything. And so, what we're going to do is people are going to pledge $1 per minute, and we're going to eat a Carolina Reaper. So anybody that wants to do this one with me, they're more than welcome to. And this is after I got done running, walking, so I'm going to be exhausted. So my body's going to be hurting. The reason why I'm doing this is because anybody knows that my body will be hurting no matter what. So you can't drink anything for 10 minutes. So I'm going to eat a Reaper, have to swallow it, and then basically each minute people are going to pledge $1. Now after that, we're going to get into the next minute. I'm going to eat 2 Reapers if I'm able to. Now for every minute it's going to be $2. We get up to the 30-minute mark, I'll eat 3 Reapers, which will be $3. We get up to the 40-minute mark. At the 40-minute mark, here's what it is. It's 1 pepper of choice of the public. In other words, we have to eat 1 pepper a minute, and the people get to choose what peppers we eat. And for every minute we eat a pepper, it's a $5 per minute per pepper for 10 minutes. Altogether, we're hoping to get maybe $50 out of people to go towards the $5,000 we're trying to raise. If people want to pledge more money, that's great. It's up to you. And it's going to go to the Ryan's thing, which is on a GoFundMe page, which is up and going now, so people can start taking a look at it. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is this brave young man, his father, has dealt with his own personal mental and physically disabled from Iraq and from the Marine Corps. His mother, she's taking care of the kids, taking care of all these. Anytime we deal with people with PTSD or kids with autism, the people around us become the heroes that we need in our lives. And there's no difference with this. God puts people on our path for a reason, okay? Because we know they're strong enough. But sometimes we have to encourage them to keep going. And sometimes bills need to be paid. We understand that. So instead of just talking the talk like everybody else does, I decided I'm putting myself out there. Anybody that wants to join me is able to. Anybody that wants me to help promote it, they can. But I'm going to run the 5 miles. I'm going to bike the 5 miles. The swimming part, we're coming up with something to do with water, okay? And we're going to have challenges along the way, such as the soapbox derbies. All the different people that support the soapbox derbies and stuff like that, we want to make sure their cars get in it. We've got the Ride with the Honor truck, which is J.D. Walker. His son was lost. His son was killed by a sniper in Iraq. okay? And he drives for Gully Transportation. We're going to have the Sharkies truck in there every single year. We're going to have the Sharkies truck in there every single year. We're going to have the Lugnuts car show going on. We're going to have a lot of different moving parts to this, and we're going to be live the whole time. And hopefully I can get some World War II vets out there, and hopefully I can get some horses going if we're up in the Marceline Mendon area and we start up there. I just am going to try to incorporate everything that we do year-round with all these different great groups and great volunteers and great people with the Marine Corps League and the American Legion and the VFWs and the Optimist Clubs. And, you know, you got Ray and Gloria Wilson. You got Rich Ellerman. You've got the guys that are like me out there every day helping with wills, helping with all the legal stuff, you know. Always doing our best to put one foot forward. But instead of asking anybody else to do it, I'm going to do it to help raise money for Ryan. Anybody that wants to help me or wants to ride along, make, for instance, you might have a motorcycle. You want to get in and follow me with a motorcycle, or maybe you want to get into my Jeep. I'm going to have a Jeep in front of me and behind me. I'm going to have vehicles with us so that there's live coverages of us the whole time. And anybody that's doing it's going to have a live feed on them so that while we're running, we can tell them how we feel. So people know we're not just faking the funk. We're doing this because I would rather suffer for a couple days, because the people that we're representing, the people that we're raising money for, they've suffered their entire lives. And I was blessed by God to have a healthy, beautiful young girl, okay? And everybody knows I brag about her. I put her up here. You know, I'm very, very proud of her. Everybody knows I'm a very proud father, okay? And Jesus himself, he's a proud father. He's a Marine, you know. He's a really good guy. And all my Marine Corps brothers, they've got kids, and maybe later on, like I said, as we're dealing with these different, maybe we can raise more money for more people. But the whole idea is I want to bring awareness to what's going on out there. We had the Ice Bucket Challenge, you know, years ago, which did an outstanding job. What I want to do now is show a reason why I do it. You know, God gave me gifts. He gave me the gift of gab, which you can all laugh at. I know that. But what a lot of people don't know is I'm like so many other vets out there that I get angry on the inside, that I have depression on the inside. I have situations on the inside, and I want to bring awareness to this, okay? I want to show you that the 22 is a real thing. It's not just a fake, you know, something fake that they put out there to try to gain support, but it's something real. 22 veterans today killed themselves. I want to bring awareness to autism and the struggles these parents go through, but they're blessed, and they're, you know what, God would never put anybody in our path unless it was meant to be. Okay? Am I going to be able to do this run? I don't know. If I fall out, I fall out. But I'm hoping to get enough people that it boosts my morals, it boosts my energy levels. People can energize each other, and I need all the support I can get in this one. You guys have seen me in the parades. You know I'm constantly moving, constantly going forward, because it's not about me. It's about the people that we're there to teach you about. And you know, there are childhood disabilities that the Optimist Club does their Soapbox Derby for every year. The Quincy Derby that Ray Wilson and all these wonderful members of the Soapbox Derby do. I can bring awareness to this by being live on this particular day. And the more people we get out there with live cameras on it and sending people, the more we can make awareness for all this wonderful stuff. I've got a great community. Adams County is one of the greatest communities ever. But you want to know something? I also know other people out there have great communities and it's not about politics. It's not about male or female, black or white, gay or straight. You know, it's not about any of that. It's about what can we do for our neighbors? What can we do for each other? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best and use my special skills, my special talents to raise money for Ryan, and maybe later on raise money for more people. And I'm going to hurt myself. That's not actually hurting. It's tricking my body with hot peppers, because I know people want to see something that's crazy, okay? I know the crazier stuff we do, the more people want to watch it. And the more people that are doing something crazy, the more people we can get to watch it. And I'm telling you this all up front because I really do want to hit that $5,000 mark that we put for Ryan to get these bills and stuff paid for, so we can help Ryan out. And then maybe later on help even more people out. This is a blessed family, and my friends in the military, they're not all religious. They're not all straight. They're not all gay. They're not all bi. They're not. But you want to know something they are? We are a community. And the United States is the breadbasket of the world. I don't care what somebody's status is. I don't care what your politics are. I do care that we come to each other's side this time. And if we can do it for one little boy by the name of Ryan, you know, I know that somebody out there, if something ever happens to my daughter, or something happens to your daughter, we will know somebody will be there. And so on September 8th, that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to eat these hot peppers. And it's going to hurt me for a couple days. But I'd rather hurt for a couple days than a lot of these people that are getting surgery or cancer or autism and stuff like that. Not just kids, with adults too. And not just military, with regular civilians. People that don't think that they matter. We need to bring awareness that they matter. Okay? You wouldn't be on this planet if you didn't have a purpose, if you didn't matter. And that's what I need to bring. I had one of my buddies, he was not military. He killed himself a couple weeks ago. My buddy killed himself a couple weeks ago because he didn't know that he mattered. And you know something? He mattered to me. Just like Ryan matters to me, just like each and every one of you matter to me. I'm not doing it for any other reason other than I want to bring awareness and I want to help a family out. And I'm hoping you guys stand by me and will come out here and help me out. Or at least go live or watch us live on here. And you can watch my stupid sayings. You want to know something? When I was a kid, I was a punk. I was a brat. I was somebody that didn't want to listen. You know, there were people I hurt because I disappeared on them. Or because I had an excuse because I was scared to get close to people. Okay? I got friends that are gay. I got friends that are straight. And people are like, oh my God, Jeff, you shouldn't say that. You're going to lose your followers. You know, you've made so much good. You want to know something? I don't care. I'm proud of my friends. I'm proud that I've got friends that are Catholic, Christian, Lutheran. I got friends that are Wicca. I got friends that are gay and straight and bisexual. I got friends and family. And you want to know something? I'm not embarrassed that I have friends and that I support what they do. But I also have a belief system. And my belief system is, if we want our communities to be strong, we must be there for our communities. We must accept people for who they are. We must accept people for the facts. You know, and it's kind of funny. People, I've been accused of, you know, and I'm like, I'm proud of it. Accuse me of whatever you want to. I will take my punishment for whatever I've done in my life. I will forgive those that have betrayed me, and I forgive those that have hurt me, and I ask forgiveness from those same people. I had somebody get mad at me for something when I was 16 years old. Okay, I'm sorry. But you know something, those memories kept me going when I was in the Marine Corps, when I was overseas, when I was in the desert, when I was in the mountains, when I was in cold weather training, when I was in the Mediterranean, when I was in Greece, when I was in Spain, you know, when we were in Africa, when we were in all these, you know, in Kosovo and all these different places. My past defines us. It creates us who we are. I'm not embarrassed of it, and I don't have regrets. But if I don't go out there and help people and show, I'm not going to ask anybody to do something I myself will not do, not willing to do, or not doing right at this moment. So please come out and help us on September 8th, okay? Please at least put us live on your Facebook. Let's let the people see Quincy and the surrounding communities, because I've got friends all over the world. And my friends all over the world are awesome. They're spectacular. They got families of their own. I love listening to them. I love hearing from them. And every time I talk on here, people think I talk, when actually I listen more than I talk. Because when it's time for these kids, the kids will talk. They need to be telling us what's going on. My Marine Corps brothers and sisters, my military brothers and sisters, they need to talk so we know what's going on. So we know they will not commit suicide. So we know that their problems are going on, what their difficulties are in life. And I can't tell you enough how many priests and rabbis and ministers and preachers and motivational speakers and how many people I have as friends who I know they hurt on the inside, and the reason why they're great at what they do is because they take that hurt and they bottle up and they want to throw it out there to help other people. And by helping other people, it makes them feel better. By me helping other people, it makes me feel better. You know, there's not a person I haven't met in my life that wasn't great. They may have had some difficulties, they may be mad at me for something, but there's not a single person in my life that I don't think is great, that I cannot tell you positivities from. Even the ones that were at the bar getting drunk all the time. And my God, people, quit the rumors. We don't live like that. Eddie Roberts. How you doing, Eddie? How you doing, Darren? That's awesome. Thank you. Hi, Jeff. Doing great. Great work out there. We're going to do better work. But here's our work. Our work's not about religion. Our work's about each other. Okay? If it's to be, it's up to me. If you want to do something too, you can. But I'm asking this right now. September 8th. Then September 21st, we're going to do bags and washers. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have more horse riding going on. I want you guys to know what Porch Creek Stables is, because Shay Moeller and Jay Moeller, they are just two great people, and they got great family and great kids. You know, I want you guys to know what the Quincy Saddle Club is, Adams County Saddle Club. I want you to know the Debbie Botts Frasers of the world and all the people in the Saddle Club and how great they are and what they're doing for kids and the community. I want you to know what the Marine Corps League is and how great the Marine Corps League is for Marines and getting around each other, and then the Veterans of VFW is, and how great the American Legion is, and how great the Optimist Club is. I want you to know how great the Knights of Columbus is. I want you to know how great the Exchange Club is, and all these different things everybody does for each other. Okay? And a lot of stuff, I don't take a dime for anything I do other than what I do with my Legal Shield business. And I do it because it matters to somebody else out there. I can't help everybody, and I apologize for that. I wish I could, but I am one person. I understand that. But like I always tell you with the starfish, I can only help one person at a time. And you may not think it makes a difference to everybody. It doesn't. It makes a difference to that one person I helped. It makes a difference to that one person I said matters. It makes a difference for me shaking a hand. Vern, his name's Longhorn the Comedian. Every day he has these little packets, he says, and he goes and thanks a vet. If you ever get a chance to, go at him on Facebook or YouTube, okay? Longhorn the Comedian. All you got to do is find him, okay? His name's Vern. He's one of the greatest guys I know. You want to look up Jesus Delgado, find him on Facebook, okay? One of the greatest guys I know. I don't care what his nationality. You know, he's an American. He's green. I'm tired. I had somebody the other day, I'm like, I don't see myself as white or black or dark or green or anything. I see myself as an American that's just trying to help as many people as I can. And as long as I'm helping people, I don't mind helping people all over the world. But I'm going to start with my community first because it's what I know. And if I can help other people, I'll do my best to do it. I'm not made of money. Never was. But I'm good at being loud. I'm good at being crazy. Even though inside of me I get depressed too. Even inside of me I get angry. And when people come up to me, they're not a trigger when they're getting mad at me for something. I've had people mad at me my entire life, yelling at me. But I try to figure out where they're going and listen to them, and then I basically give a response. Sometimes they're going to be happy with the response. Sometimes they're not. But each and every one of you matters. And if you really want to do more, you know what? Yes, I would rather lead by example. Do I believe in God? Yes. Do I believe in Jesus? Yes. Do I believe that what is written in the Bible? Yes. But I also believe things can be interpreted wrong. I also believe that not all the time have people done right by their flocks. Did you know I learned something new today about when it says, you know, why we get oil and stuff? Did you know they put oil on sheep's heads so they would keep out these little mites and stuff that create worms by legs, and the worms get into them, and the sheep would then go bash their head into a rock because the worms and stuff would get in their ears and everything? That's why they anoint their heads with oil. Did you know that? I didn't. Not until today. Not until today. Pretty neat, huh? Look, not all my friends are religious, and I get that. They really aren't. And you know what? I still love them just the same. I still hang out with them. I still talk to them. Heck, I talk to people about aliens. I talk to people about history. I talk to people about monarchies. I talk to people about, you name it, I talk to them about it. But what I want to talk to everybody else about is be there for each other. That's all we got to do. It doesn't matter what somebody is, who they are, what they represent. What matters is we are helping each other out every day. And that's what I'm going to do. So September 8th, please come out in groves. Come out to the Illinois Veterans Home. Turn on your live feeds. Help me make this go public so we can help out Ryan. One person at a time is all we have to do, is help one person at a time. And I'm going to start with Ryan. You know why I'm going to start with Ryan? Because he doesn't even know we're helping him. He doesn't know that he's loved by everybody around him because of his autism, because of the surgeries. Now all of a sudden there's tumors on his liver, on his stomach and stuff like that. And if people get mad, you shouldn't tell somebody, you know what, I'm telling you, because you know what, we all have that one person in our life. So please be great to each other. Please go out and shake a hand of the person next to you. It doesn't even have to be military. You know, the lives we make a difference in, we'll never know. And sometimes when we want to make a show on things is when we shouldn't be showing. Each and every one of you matter. Go back and look at this again. I understand it. Go back and read the books. Right now, I'm actually reading, let's see if I got it in here. I had it. I was reading it earlier, but I may have taken it inside. Yeah, I took it inside. Oh, no, there it is. You want to know a book I'm reading right now? Untrapped. Freedom Manifesto. Untrapped. You know who wrote this book? My good friend Ryan wrote this book. Not even somebody, I mean, seriously, I didn't even know he wrote books. And he wrote this book. His name's right there at the bottom. Ryan Carruthers wrote this book. That's the book I'm reading right now. You want to know more about it? Get back to me later. Want to know how to get a book like that? Get back to me later. Because right now we're not talking about that. Right now we're talking about putting on this event for Ryan Delgado, or Ryan Daggett, and his great family. And we're talking about being at the Vets Home on the 8th for the Lug Nuts. Charlie Ledbetter doing a great job. We're talking about the Ride with Honor Cup. Golden Warrior is going to be out here, which is a big truck. We're going to have a lot of other vehicles coming out here also. It's on a Sunday. We're talking about the 21st, where we're having a big old event over at the Eagles. Okay, and we're talking about helping our communities. And we're talking about each and every one of you mattering and each and every one of you making a difference. We're talking about forgiving those that hurt us in the past. We're talking about asking forgiveness to those we forgave in them, that we hurt in the past. And I do that every day. I messed up like everybody else. Tell me you didn't do something wrong when you were a kid. Tell me you didn't do something stupid. Tell me that you were not around the chirpy chickens or the drama clubs. We all were. But you want to know something? What I learned is I don't regret a day of it, because you know what? Everything I've ever done, I may have regretted at the time, or I may have thought bad about it. Then all of a sudden I realized it made me who I was. Then I thought bad about it, and I went back and I thought, you know what? I'm glad I did what I did, because they were memories that kept me going and kept me moving forward. When nothing else could get me to move forward, those memories did. Now, to do this challenge for Ryan, it's going to hurt. We're going to find out what can keep me moving forward. Not just me, but the people around me. And now, if you guys want to meet somebody, I'm going to go over here and bug George. I get you anything. I just saw George. Is that George? George is one of the nicest guys in the world you can meet. Yeah, we're going to go find George. Sorry, I get excited when I see some of my Marine Corps brothers. And at the vet home, we get to see him every once in a while. This is George, everybody. Want to play chicken? Ticket? What are you talking about, a ticket? Hey, George.
Get around my property like that.
Everybody say hi to George. I'm going to get you on there, George. I'm doing a motivating video today. Let me turn around here so you can say hi to everybody. Everybody, I'm going to introduce you all to George here. I'm going to turn that camera around. This is George. Say hi, George. This is the world.
Hey, world.
We're talking about the thing we're going to do for Jesus Delgado, which I don't even think you know we're doing yet.
I know about it because I got confronted by a Legion auxiliary member.
This has nothing to do with the American Legion. It has to do with the September 8th of eating hot stuff.
Well,
Now, you don't have to do that, but we're going to eat. We're coming out here for the lug nuts.
I'll eat hot. I love hot.
Yeah, you can't eat this hot. This hot's a little too hot. I grow the world's hottest peppers because it's the world's hottest peppers. I grow them. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a 5-mile run, 5-mile bike.
How hot I can eat.
Because I've seen men. Well, we gave one to Steve K, and he just a little bitty of a piece of skin, and it reduced him to tears. And you know I love Steve. You know I love Steve to death. Everybody, George was a Marine, and he's also sits on a lot of boards and stuff, and he does a lot of good for all the veterans, and he takes care of the veterans home out here and everything else. He's also within the Marine Corps League, probably one of the nicest guys you can meet, and we love George to death.
Speaking of which, I'm looking for a lost Marine right now. So,
Older guy?
Lost older guy, so.
Well, good luck, buddy. We'll see you later, George. All right, back to what I was talking about now. All right, I'll get this back up there now. Yeah, I know, I try to keep everything out. There we go. So, back to what I was saying. I get distracted very easily because I love the people around me, and I love, even if it's people that I've had people I've never thought in a million years I'd ever be friends with. But you want to know something? When you learn to be forgiving and you learn to do what's right for others, you've learned really, really quickly that people are pretty awesome. You know, and I had bullies, I forgave them. I was a bully, and they forgave me. So, that's what we're talking about. So, September 8th, remember that. Now, if anybody wants to know anything else, I tell you what. I'm not embarrassed of my friends. I'm not embarrassed to stick up for people's rights as long as they stick up for mine. I'm not embarrassed of politics. I just don't like when people argue about the politics. I do believe in the First Amendment. I do believe in the right to bear arms. I believe that World War II would have been a different outcome if no one had guns in their homes, because they could have attacked mainland at any time, but they were terrified because they knew. Think about it. The biggest militaries in the world, if you actually were to look, actually come out of Wisconsin, Virginia. 600,000 hunters. Think about that for a minute. Just know this. If you want your rights protected, protect other people's rights. If you want your freedoms and you want more freedoms, you tell people, protect mine and I'll protect yours. Don't try to take stuff away. Each and every one of you is great. I tell you what, my friends come in every shape, color, size, and everything else. And if somebody wants to say, I'm such and such because I'm a white guy, you want to know something? I'm not. I'm green. I volunteered to be in the Marine Corps, and my friends around me volunteered to be in the Marine Corps, and I volunteered to protect them for the rest of my life, whatever branch they are in, and I volunteered to protect everybody that believes in rights. I love each and every one of you guys. And I want to make sure Ryan and all these kids and my kids grow up in a safe community. I want to make sure that we are teaching them, you know, how to handle life, how to deal with life. We don't need no safe zones. You don't need safe zones when you have a community. The only time you need a safe zone is when you know you yourself cannot protect somebody. And guess what? That's never going to be safe, because if you can't protect somebody, then you should not be around kids. Then you should not be around communities. Because you want to know something? I've lost way too many of my friends not thinking that they didn't think they were important, when actually the fact is they were some of the most important people in the world. My buddy Branch, who died, you know, I never got a chance to know him as well as I wanted to. He died in a motorcycle accident. Branch, love you, brother. You know what? Paula, she died of a heart attack or heart failure. Love her, and her birthday was just the other day. These are people I think about all the time. There's a lot of people we lost, but that doesn't mean we can't make a difference in everybody's life. All right, everybody, I've bored you to death. I apologize, but just know this: you're all awesome. You're all important. See everybody else, and I'm going to let you guys know a little bit about the 5-mile run, which I need as many volunteers as I can. The 5-mile bike, we need volunteers. The swimming portion may end up becoming a paddle boat portion. I know it's going to sound really kind of crazy. We may do paddle boats and race around the pond, but I'm going to need as many people for that as possible, okay? I still need to talk with Rome Frericks about it. Nice guy, beautiful family. His daughter and his wife do horseback riding lessons, a couple competitions with my daughter. Nice family. And then... like I said, I think we're going to be pushing some of the soapbox derbies. In other words, since they actually help kids with things, we're going to actually promote them a little bit. And we're going to see what we can do. And it may be a marketing nightmare, last-second marketing nightmare, but we're going to do the best we can. Okay, everybody? My name's Jeffrey Jansen. Each and every one of you matter. If you want to know what this is all about, go back and look at it. All right, I got to go. Talk to everybody soon. Bye.